Hey guys, I'm here to show you guys how to take your measurements so that you can get a good idea of what your starting point is before you start your program on Monday. So I'm going to show you everywhere that I take measurements. It's in your booklet. I usually take a piece of paper or a pad of paper and actually record my measurements on there with the date. And then I'll take measurements every 1 to 2 weeks and then make sure that I note the date on that and then just stick it back in the booklet so that you don't have to write in that. So I'm going to show you guys, I'll show you all the waist measurements and everything. So no judgment, I need to restart on Monday, and so I'm sure I'm not looking my best right now either. So no judgments in this group, we're all in this together. So all right, the first place is the arms, and what I do is I don't flex, but I measure over kind of from the armpit area about 3.5 inches, because that is where the highest point of my bicep is. And then you just mark that little spot with your nail or whatever, and then wrap it around here and take your measurement. Okay? Mark that down, same on the other side. Same kind of thing with the thigh. So you will measure down kind of like an inseam. I always go down 4 inches because that's like the biggest part of my thigh. And then I mark that spot and go around, record that, same with the other side. And then you have your measurements from here to here. And of course, this is where everybody wants to see a change. So what I do, I don't measure my chest. You can measure your chest straight across kind of like you would, with a bra. Measure that, write that down. But I add a couple that are not in the booklet. So what I do is I always do, of course, waist, which waist doesn't really change much for me. So this one doesn't really do me a lot of good, but this is the skinniest part that you have there. So you measure right there, skinniest part, write that down. And then I always do belly button, because that for me, this kind of belly button and lower area is where I always want to see more change. So straight across, make sure that you're going, all the way, and that your tape measure is straight, and then mark that down. And then I do kind of hip bone, because that's probably an inch or so below my belly button. And that area, of course, is the worst area for me. Probably all of you moms, same thing. Hip bones, I measure that. And then you can also do bikini line, which I'm not going to show you, but that's kind of where you can imagine your your bathing suit is, or bottoms are, and that'll take just a tiny bit of your rear end into consideration as well. So I measure that too. So those are the areas that I measure. If there's other areas that you're concerned about on your body, then by all means, measure those. This is your personal information. This is for you to know. This is for you to be able to see progress, so that from week to week when you take your measurements, you can say, oh, in the last 4 weeks, oh my gosh, I lost an inch. Like, can you believe that, or whatever. So my tips are to take the measurements on the same day at the same time. And you can do it every week or every 2 weeks. I always do mine like Sunday or Monday in the morning. Some people do it right when they get up, before they have any breakfast or anything. I usually do it after breakfast, after my workout, so it's like the same situation every single time. So make sure you're doing that, and then taking your pictures. You don't have to show these to anyone if you don't want to. More power to you if you will or do. But take your pictures from the same spot. So, if it was me, I'd maybe stand in front of my door so that I have the same exact background every single time, and take a front, a side, and a back. Have somebody take it for you, or, I just have my phone propped up on something right now, so you can do that. But same thing, do it in the same outfit. So I'll do just like a sports bra with shorts. You can do a bathing suit, whatever you want to do. and same outfit, same background, same day, same time, just so you have an accurate comparison. So take your measurements, take your pictures, and write down the date, for the picture or the measurements that you took. And then that way you can have a good baseline for where to start. So ask us if you have any questions. That's what we're here for. We've done this a bunch of times. I'm ready to get started on Monday. I need to get back to my containers, and everybody has their own goals. So hopefully you guys are excited about Monday. And again, just reach out, comment below, whatever, if you have any questions.